It's so easy to get stuck in the comfort zone and then realize one day that our life really seems to be on repeat from the day before. But oftentimes change seems so scary and so threatening that we push away the reality that we are more than ready for a change in our life. So today we are going to talk about 8 different signs to help us know when it's time to move forward and to start a new chapter in our life. Stick around. Welcome back. My name's Nena and I'm a life coach that specializes in personal development. Here at this channel we talk all about our emotional well-being, understanding our own psychology, and leading our best life possible. So if you aren't already a subscriber, please take a moment and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected. Now, our bodies definitely give us signs and signals when it is time to make a change, but we are so good at ignoring them because, let's face it, it's so much easier to just stick with the familiar and stay in our comfort zone. However, without change or growth in our life, we never really get anywhere. And it doesn't really matter how much potential we have or how many desires or dreams that we have if we are always walking away from them. So how do we know when we really are ready for change? Let's go ahead and look at 8 different signs we are ready to move on to a new phase of life. Now, the first sign is absolutely the most obvious one, and that is that we feel bored. Now, it is not possible to feel excitement at every single moment of our life. However, if we are feeling bored a significant amount of time, that is a great indication that we really need to move forward in our life. We should be feeling that we are using our gifts. We should feel challenged in some way, that we are using our abilities. We never want our life to come down to rituals, routines, and habits. The second sign is that we are experiencing a disproportionate amount of negative emotions, such as frustration or anger or sadness. Now, negative emotions are a part of life. They are normal and natural, but they should not be dominating our thoughts. So if we are filled with these negative emotions more often than not, that is also another clear indication. The third thing that can happen is that we feel that we no longer have any motivation. We lack the willpower. We lack the drive to be able to even accomplish all the things in our life that need to be accomplished. Maybe that means that our values or our interests or even morals have shifted and we need to find something that we are better in alignment with. Believe it or not, we actually should be excited to wake up in the morning and excited about what our day consists of. So if that is not happening, definitely another sign. The fourth sign is that you no longer feel that you really identify with your peers. So maybe you feel like the people around you are changing, or more commonly, you feel that you yourself are changing significantly, and maybe you don't have that commonality that you had with them before, or maybe you no longer feel that your interactions with them are as positive as they used to be. The fifth thing can be hard to admit to ourselves, but that is that we are only really in our current situation because of fear. So it's never healthy to continue to stay in any situation just because we are afraid of the alternative. So we have to be honest with ourselves in these situations, whether it be a relationship or a career or anything else, because we never ever want anxiety or fear to be a motivation. The sixth thing that can happen is that things are not inspiring us the way they used to. And we have to understand that in life, our interests and our passions absolutely do change. We're not inspired by the same things when we are 10 as when we are 20. So there is, again, this natural evolution and progression to life, and that is wonderful. It provides us with new opportunities to learn and grow. So at some point, we have to reevaluate what our interests and passions actually are. Now, the seventh sign is a huge one, and that is that we are constantly engaging in escapism. So maybe you are always planning your next vacation. Maybe you are using substances. Maybe you are constantly watching hours and hours of Netflix or spending tons of time on social media. Either way, all of these things are indications that you are trying to mentally distance yourself from the current situation. So that is a huge red flag. And the eighth thing, and probably the most important thing of all, is that we have a new vision for our life. That is definitely something we don't want to ignore. So maybe you have new dreams, new goals, and new desires, which is wonderful, and we owe it to ourselves to pursue these dreams, because it's always better to live a life trying to achieve our goals and potentially failing than living in regret. So there you have it, 8 different signs that you are more than ready for a change in your life. And no, change is not easy, but it is definitely worthwhile. And without taking that first step, there is no way we can even begin on this journey. So it's so important that we begin to take action so we can lead a life that inspires us and is in alignment with the person that we are today. So I truly hope this video was helpful today, and if it was, please like it and share it with someone else who may need to hear the same message today. Also, again, if you aren't already a subscriber, please do go ahead and become one. We definitely want you to stay connected, and I thank you so much for spending time with me today. Have an absolutely amazing day.